Hey folks, Quill18 here, and welcome to another episode of Let's Play EU4 as Lübeck, the technically still, but not for long, Merchant Republic. We are going to become a despot, and to help us along in doing that, we're going to go ahead and declare war, on the Teutonic Order over here, without any allies, and they're going to have some allies, but I think we are probably going to be fine. We're only at half manpower, but we still have lots of money and a really good income. Well, the income is a little skewed right now because we did just take, the spoils of war. We just took some money from Poland. And, you know, we haven't even finished coring everything, but that's okay. We can go to war at the same time, right? That's fine. Oh, you got a stack there, too. So, let's do that. Oh, there's an actual fort here. Oh, son of a bitch. Okay. That does change things a little bit. Do this, and let me go and assign, actually, this leader over here to go and squish that stack. I'll just take care of them on day one of this war. Well, it's not going to be day one because it does take a while to get there. Okay, what do you have parked here? 3 galleys, 4 transports. And it would not surprise me if that was the sum total of your navy, which I could have checked beforehand. But that sounds like, yeah, that is the sum total of your navy. So I feel pretty confident then. Apparently we're still, oh yeah, of course we're still transporting stuff. And I never picked up these guys. Grr. I'm just going to leave the galleys to guard that. And that should be a full blockade. These troops, I'll just currently dock in Danzig. There we go. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to separate the light ships out and invite you to just protect trade in Lübeck for now. I mean, we still have 82%, but that's going to be good and safe for now. And then the 2 heavies plus 19 transports, please go and actually pick up these troops over here, which apparently we still had some construction undergo. Okay. So that'll be it. They do have some allies in this, but I don't really expect them to do much, if anything. That's the Diplo, where we're still very, very far ahead of time. You're going to go and just siege that out. Excellent. Can I not merge you? Oh, because you just ended a war, of course. That makes sense. And we're going to leave, I don't know, a couple of mercs behind to siege out that province, and the rest of them are going to go and siege out Neumark. I have to be a little careful, because again, they could come up with a relatively big stack and deal with my isolated one over here. It is in the woods, which isn't bad, and we will have some extra stuff. I think we're going to be okay. And then there's a fort in Memel, too, which we can't reach right away, which means some new dudes could be built there, which would be a bit annoying. That being said, they can't possibly make a very big army, so I'm going to go ahead and grab these fellows and move them west so they're ready to reinforce in Neumark if we do get attacked there. Okay, and that should be that. We could consider vassalizing the Teutonic Order here, because we don't have a vassal currently. And we're at 3 or 4 relations. We'll get a little bit less of aggressive expansion over here. Alternatively, we could consider not taking all of the Teutonic Order, but, I mean, we really want this territory over here. Well, we want Memel for the trade power. Königsberg is, like, huge. 22 development. Very powerful province. So, we'll see. It might be better to just vassalize them first. Guild before country. Lose the commandant, lose admin power. Or lose... Oh. So this is the commandant here, right? So we'd lose our level 3 advisor. That's a lot of admin power, and we're not ahead of time. Yeah, I think he's going to die. That's too bad. What else can we get? I'm actually wondering about the national manpower guy. Increase our stack, which effectively increases the amount we get per month. We don't really need the military power right now. I don't know. No, I'll go for the morale of armies. Then that way we will probably stack wipe a lot more because we do so much morale damage. That's helped us. That's what saved us during the big coalition war before, is the fact that our morale was like impeccable. Just truly dominant. Losing CBs against people. Okay, fine. And you're going to pull back over here too to be ready to reinforce. I don't think I'm going to be looking for separate pieces with anyone. I mean, we could separate piece them out for some extra money, but I don't think that's worth the attrition of sieging. I suppose it's very likely, even with us sieging all of the Teutonic Order, they will probably not be willing... I love how these guys can't move. They will probably not be willing to actually give up right away. Because we'll be at 99%, and it will require the death of their whole country. So they may not be willing to do it. So we may have to spend some time smashing them. I guess what I'm going to do is I'm going to move to here, and then I'll ask Brunswick for access, and then I'll just run across. But yeah, I don't have access, so they don't have access. So they've been pinned in. We should just be able to stack wipe on Anhalt right away. See, that's nice. Did I? Hold on, I'm confused. Did I not tell you guys to go over here? Oh, that must have been a damaged fleet that just repaired itself. Yeah, so... U-19 light ships can work the trade, say, in the North Sea. And then I'll leave the transports and the heavies here, because then we'll be even more dominant against these guys. Maybe I'll move the transports. They are pretty squishy, and I don't want them to just get, like, randomly bopped. Oh! Okay, well, never mind. Stay there for the full blockade, then. Alright. You've arrived all... I suppose I could have gone from Rupin as well. That's okay. Hey, how's it going, buddy? Would you give me military access? Of course you would, because you're a bro. Excellent. Now, that will enable people to move through Brunswick to come to me. I'm just going to force march so that we can get to this stack right away. I don't have, like, a dumb comp in this army, right? No, it's relatively well-balanced. Excellent. You're going to come down here as well. And we should just completely bop these guys. There's not enough of them. I mean, we don't have the ratio to instantly pop them, but we're going to crush their morale before they can run away. So it'll be an actual stack wipe. Which it is. Excellent. Not a ton of war score, because it's a relatively small army compared to the overall battle. Although, Anhalt itself, that hurts them. That's their entire army. No personal war score against them, really. Right, because I guess the battle loss just go against the war leader. Okay, well, I'll take this stack here that doesn't have cannons and move them out to save a bit of attrition. And probably my cavalry as well. Just set them aside there. Turn off the force march so I don't forget later on. Spend more points than I intend to. There we go. So they're going to go and try to start sieging some of my stuff. Or are they? Because presumably... Interesting. Detach the minimum. And just go and bop these guys. It's in the woods, but we have a pretty big numbers and stats advantage and a half-decent composition. So this would have just left one cannon and then enough infantry behind to siege it. Which is going to be fine. Might bait these guys into coming back over here. It doesn't really matter. One way or another, they will be dead. Because we're going to finish this battle off in time to reinforce. We may even get this... Oh, we didn't get it in time for a stack wipe. Which is too bad. It's actually lasting a little longer than I'd hoped. There it is. I mean, I knew we'd win. But I was hoping to win early enough to get a stack wipe, and certainly early enough to reinforce these guys before they get too destroyed. But that is going to happen because, again, we have super morale. Oh, now we can call in allies if we want, but I don't see any reason why. I can save them for another offensive war. Not that I know what we need next. Well, the next thing I want is actually more England. Now, by doing this, I am continuing to accrue a little bit of aggressive expansion with England. They are far enough away that it's not hitting them much. It's a very tiny amount. I think we got like 4 last time. But it's still something. And I would like to take more of England, because I still think moving our trade node to the English Channel would be quite good for us. Because we just transfer power from Lübeck to here. Obviously, we need way more of a percentage in the English Channel. But it's going to be great. And that's going to happen as soon as, well, we just take more land over here. Oh, I guess one of the things we can consider, because taking the rest of, like, southern Great Britain, right, isn't going to give me any more of the super trade buildings. I may have to concern myself more with the northern coast over here, which I'm not sure is really in the cards. We have the marketplace here? Yeah, good. We haven't unlocked the next level market building, right? 17. Okay. That'll be really nice, too. Alright, internal conflicts. Go nuts. So we're just going to pop Königsberg in a second here. Then we still have to siege up Memel. Although Memel's only level 3 for it, at least. Do we have the full cannon bonus? No, we don't. We don't have 10 cannons over here. Oh. I guess we've got some at the other end. I'm already above my force limit, so I guess I'm not going to build any. Well, I'm sure we're going to separate peace out Anhalt after this is done. I have no intention of conquering them. So we'll do that. We're going to sink their ships. I'll just combine that together just in case it makes a difference, although it shouldn't. Recent uprisings are going away, though there could be some uprisings in the UK again. It's not that fast. And that's with a little bit of a war exhaustion, although we're about to become a little bit more overextended as well. Like, we're currently coring, so this overextension will go away. Oh! Because they probably have cores on both. Okay, they have cores on Marienburg, obviously. They don't have cores on Netzi? I don't know. So the core on Marienburg, we're not coring it right now, because we're at war with someone who owns a core, who has a core on it. 70%, no tick. There you go. Beat up some ships. Beat up some dudes. And these guys have no army. So, we should check. Oh my god, it would take 101% war score to vassalize these guys. Which means we can't. Can't do anything over 100. That's really frustrating. That's incredibly frustrating. Boo! I'll actually lower the unrest in Marienburg. It's fine. Yeah, it's all fine. We've got things to reduce and whatever. Anhalt wants to peace out. Yeah, I'm sure they do. I'm gonna go negotiate my own peace deal with you. So yeah, we get. Oh, we can't court. Oh yeah, we can't reach it. I mean, I was gonna say we're not gonna do that anyway. I would like it very much if you stop your alliances with the Teutonic Order, because you should be bothered a little bit less by what's gonna happen. The rest, I don't think I care particularly much. War. Oh, force religion. Yeah. War operations, force religion, and give me all your money. Become reformed. Boom. Excellent. So we'll just beat up the army over here, and then we'll march on, I think Hesse will be next. Oh! Oh yeah, I can't black flag. I can't unblack flag in territory I can walk through. It has to be truly friendly territory. Now, I think if this was an ally in a war, I think that would have unblack flagged me. Alright, still working on that, which is fine. What are we at? 50% war score. Groovy. Many pop-ups. What are we at? 46 Republican tradition, and still dropping. Ah, yes. We'll also have to check cores. I don't remember if we're making territory cores or state cores there. I think they're probably state cores. Battle of Kassel, done. And they might only be retreating to here, because it is their capital. No, they are going to retreat further back. Now, I can follow. Interesting. It's telling me there will be a battle here, because that might be their final destination. Let's go and combine there. Yep. So we may as well bop them. Excellent. And we'll start some sieges. I think if we had just 5 cannons, we can get the full siege progress over here in Hesse. Obviously, that will slow down the siege progress there, but we'll just quickly take care of this one. St. Martin has become self-sustaining. Excellent. And, whoa, we also have a free colonist. So, I'm going to grab Chesapeake, or what's the other one? Okay, Chesapeake. Base tax 10, and it's an estuary over here, because we want some trade influence in Chesapeake, so I'm going to go ahead and send a colonist over there. Cologne, military alliance with Mainz. Okay, that's fine. We're also setting up a bunch of truces here, which will prevent these people from joining in the... Well, I guess they would have had a truce if I just peace out as a group. Yeah, Anhalt's truce will actually be shorter, which might mean they could enter the coalition, which is true. So I might not want to separate peace out the rest, actually. I don't know, it'll depend on what kind of stuff we can do. I love the fact that we flip their religion. That's fun. Make some more people reformed. What's interesting about that is because they're neither going to be, they're not going to be Protestant. I don't know what they were before, but they're not going to be Protestant, which means they can't actually be an elector or things like that. It really shakes up the HRE a lot, which is wonderful. Now, since we can't just eat the Teutonic Order, we don't need 100% war score in the battle. Yeah, which is really unfortunate. I really wish we could have vassalized them. I can't believe 101. So what do we really want? Well, I really want Königsberg and Memel. Königsberg is a huge value province. Memel's got the trade. And then we need Ermland over here to actually connect everything up. So what does that look like? That is totally manageable. And Poland, that's a little bit rough. It's like Poland plus England. That could trigger something. Mainz we're gonna have a truce with, so they can't join in. Brandenburg could. I mean, I could wait a little bit longer for some of the stuff to burn off. And I have an extra diplomat. I'll also go and build a spy network in Brandenburg to reduce the chance that they'll actually be able to join in. I'll keep the other diplomat free, which is fine. So I'll go ahead and do a bit more of this. We could decide to, could decide the separate peace. That will lead to a shorter truce, but we'll investigate what we can get out of this stuff. It'd be funny to just go around and convert everyone to reform through these wars. It'd actually be really funny to do that. And actually, I guess is this, as long as I ask for enough in these separate truces, the truce timers will be quite long with these individuals. This is when you just separate truce out someone for like a couple of bucks, and it's only a 5-year truce as opposed to 15 years. And here we want long truce timers, because it'll stop people from joining the coalition. So we'll do that. We'll like religiously convert, take money, break alliances. We could get extra, ooh, nice. We could get extra prestige, actually, if we got them to renounce claims, I think. I don't remember if that costs Diplo power. Not that it really matters one way. Oh, they're hiring some people. Which is something I haven't played with yet. Haven't sold ships, haven't hired people. Oh, these ships, speaking of, are not busy anymore. I'll just, I don't know, dock them in Danzig. So Hesse... Oh, we actually got the siege of Mainz first. Interesting. Any other forts over here? Where's the fort map mode? Nope. So that should mean, actually, with Mainz, we have a really high war score with them. Yeah, 73, which is one of the other reasons they're wanting to peace out. So we could release Ansbach. I don't particularly care about that. Okay, it doesn't cost me anything. It does. There's war score. So, I mean, obviously we want war reparations and all their money. That's the stuff that actually matters. Your alliances, actually break it with Cologne. Cologne's nearer me. I'd probably want to weaken Cologne a bit by doing that. Oh, so I got all your money and I got the things. So, yeah, that cost me points. But why don't you go ahead and give up your claims for a little bit more prestige for me. All right, 61 peace offer. War reparations, your money, break off some treaties and stuff. And that's just for themselves. And, oh, and we popped the siege here as well. Oh, I have to wait for my diplomat to come back. But that's it for the war, right? Yeah, so I can bring everyone home. Just meet up in the capital. That'll be fine. Oh, you got the stuff delivered. Excellent. Why don't, actually, you guys all meet up over here in Sealand. And I think we have way too many transports now, and I should really get rid of some. Should maybe see if someone's willing to buy them. I don't know. It's probably better than just disbanding them, but just going around shopping sounds like a pain in the butt. Okay, we have our diplomat again. Oh, I didn't actually look for the religious conversion. Maybe it was too much before? I don't know. Because I think it is based on their country, because we don't have... Yeah, we could vassalize them. But I don't think that's worthwhile. So, forced religion, war reparations. That doesn't really matter, but I'll take it anyway. Oh, apparently it does give me prestige. I don't want to weaken these guys too much, because then they get swallowed up and other people get too powerful. I actually want to leave... Since I'm not planning on going and conquering them right now, I want to leave them with some allies, so they don't just get crushed instantly. Okay, and now we can negotiate with the Teutonic Order. And let's take a look at things. So Brandenburg would still join in right now, and I'd be worried. Now, England, we still have a truce with England, right? Yes, we do. Not for very long, though. Just for a year. And I'm not sure that Brandenburg's aggressive expansion is going to burn off enough in that year. We're going to hold on to the war for a little bit longer. And I'm still trying to build up a little bit of espionage with Brandenburg, which will modify how much aggressive expansion we get with them. We're getting 8.1% less from our prestige, though, which is pretty amazing. Almost capped in Diplo power. But not actually capped. Do I? Yeah, I don't see why I wouldn't get rid of those mercs. And I'll actually bring everyone a little closer together over here. In case I get some rebels over here, we'll have a bigger stack to fight with. So we're just going to kill a little bit more time. So yeah, we have 25 transports. That's way more than we need. Let's go to like half. It will take a little bit longer to ferry all our troops. Well, alright, we'll leave 15. There we go. It's a roundish number. And, yeah, you know what? Just disband it. Who cares? I'm not going to waste a bunch of time shopping it around. Who cares about that? Although, force limit-wise now, so we've got, say, this navy here. Now doesn't have a whole lot going on. Let's go ahead and, yeah, we got lots of money. There we go. Build up to our force limit of frigates. Light ships, best ships. Do we have the option of flipping to a better relations over time guy? We do. So we're going to do that. I think, oh, that was my plan. When we finished annexing Wales, I was supposed to switch over to the better relations over time guy right away to help burn off aggressive expansion. Because I don't really need the Diplo rep other than when we're annexing. Annexing just makes things go faster. So we're a little light on the front line, but not too much. I'm going to go ahead and get an extra couple of regular infantry here. We can probably... We're at 3 of 5. Oh, diplomatic moves. Okay, that's why. And we have military access in Brunswick, which stacks with the current alliance, so it's not actually a problem. So we'll just leave it be. Hey, we can get royal marriages soon once we get our dictatorship off the ground. Wonderful. Brandenburg would still be at minus 55. Really? Interesting. Quite surprised about that. Does aggressive expansion really only go down in January? Is that possible? No, they split it up over the months, right? So every 4 months I should be losing a point of aggressive expansion. November the 1st? I don't know. Still hasn't moved. It's been sitting at negative 25 this whole time. Let's see. December 1st? Still negative 25. Huh? Oh, maximum monarch points. Yeah, I mean, we're going to spend some on the peace deal. And we could go and improve our stuff. Okay, I'll sue for peace now. So we're going to take these 3 provinces. I would like more. We actually declared for Neumark, didn't we? Hang on. Wait. How come... Am I getting a discount from annexing because of the claim? I could do that. Now, obviously, that would generate a huge coalition, which I don't want. Now, I'm going to do that. Leave them all border-gore-rific. That's fine. I don't know if I care about annulling the last year treaties. Or revoking cores. I mean, I'll get a little bit more prestige, I suppose. There we go. Revoke that core. Alright, there we go. That's what we're going to take. We take those 3 provinces and their money and war reparations. It's going to give us 17 prestige. We're going to be sitting at 97. That's one of the highest prestiges I've ever had for myself. And core all the things. So this put us below our cap on Diplo power, which is nice. And actually, we're not that far ahead. And actually, we're only going to be 10% ahead in January. And actually, we won't cap again until the next year, which means we won't be paying the ahead-of-time penalty at all for our Diplo power. Which is nice. I mean, being ahead of times, like, paying a little extra isn't the worst. But it's nice to be able to avoid it completely. And we are going to have to worry a little bit about rebellion, so I'm going to go stand... Actually, I'm going to go stand somewhere that doesn't have a fort, because the forts will stay up for a little bit longer. What I'm going to do is... I will save money by dropping all my forts, but then I'm going to go and bring up the ones where there's any unrest. which I guess we're okay. Alright, that seems alright. I'm happy about that. Cool. Some unrest building up, but not too badly. Rivalries are changing around. Left the trade league. They grew too large. Oh, Galicia grew. Oh, well, good for them. An alliance offer from the Netherlands. Now that is quite interesting. Especially since they were actually on the border of coalitioning us. What's your current ally? Only Bremen. Now, I'm sure a lot of people hate you. But you're not at bad sides. Well, that's quite interesting. France doesn't actually have any claims on you. Really? Now, Burgundy does, but Burgundy is like a non-issue. Unless Burgundy's like a bunch of crazy allies. No, not even. Oh, I love this. Yeah, Netherlands. You and me. We're going to be bros. And presumably you are Dutch Republic. Yes, you can do royal marriages, which is going to be really nice. So we're going to do that. I'm going to spend a little bit of effort improving relations over there. So that we can stay above that point. Oh, really good. And actually, I should take a moment and improve relations with some of my my long-term allies. I'm going to do Saxony and Brunswick first, and then I'll do Russia afterwards. Blockade ports. Yeah, I totally have to blockade the Polish ports. So that's going to be really important for me to do. I'm going to keep my maintenance up here so that we actually bust down the unrest. And, of course, if we get an uprising, then we'll have some troops ready to go. Yeah, there we go. January, 10% ahead. And, yeah, I don't think we're gonna hit the cap until we get rid of that penalty completely. Now, we could rush it, which would unlock the trade depot a little sooner. But I'll leave it be. We'll have lots of money to do all the upgrades. Oh, Tyrone is a republic? No, feudal monarchy. I thought it said they must have gone by too fast. Something about one of the Republican events I saw there. Sweden has announced Lübeck as a new rival. Well, no kidding. Oh, man, we have 5 rivals, or 5 enemies. Sweden hadn't rivaled me back for that longest time. Wow. Truce with England ended, so what'll be interesting is if they join the coalition or not. So that's my Navy of the Heavies. Yeah, everyone else is working hard. 86% trade power over here. 67, we're moving a lot of trade this way. 75, pulling a lot that way. A bunch more truces are ended. We got our core over here. I'm going to go ahead and... yeah, because we're still really ahead of time on military. Yeah, so we're going to need to spend to not get ahead. I'm going to do this, just bring us up to 10, open up another slot, which is good, and it's a good way to spend the extra point there. Not upset about that in the slightest. In stop over here, Stolp, might want to bring us up to 10 as well. And I think we do. And I do it like a little bit more like that, try to keep it balanced. Just because. Now, I don't think we have any idea groups on the go anymore, do we? No, we filled them all up. When do we get our next idea? 18 in admin. And admin is the one we're a little further behind, even though that's the one we're making the most points for. But for some reason, we were spending a lot of admin points doing something else. I can't figure out what, but it is happening. Alright, keep going. We're just waiting for January, then we'll finally get that Diplotech, and then spend a lot of money on the next level marketplace. So our ships, yeah, look at this. We set all those ships to be built because we had to force them at 124. We're already 128. Just the autonomy is dropping like a stone because of some of the decisions we took. Speaking of decisions, what did I take? Conquer Neumark, which I didn't do. Well, let's cancel that. I'm still happy with taking this stuff. That is going to be some trade power in the Baltic. Core. What are we at? Well, I guess we could put a cut in here. I could run it all the way to January and take the idea. But there's not, it's quiet period. It seems like a good place to put in a cut. So I guess we're going to go ahead and do that. Thank you very much for watching another episode, folks. And I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.